Let me thank the chairman and ranking for their leadership on a very important issue. And I was delayed because I was in a number of hearings, including judiciary and on the floor with military construction and in the Rules Committee. But I wanted to be here because I think it is important to find really the root of our dissension and emphasize that I think we should be beyond that, because I have every confidence that Democrats are concerned about America, that they have been instrumental in writing some of the most effective immigration reform legislation that protects people at the border. I am from Texas and have been to the border, and do not live on the border, been to the border on many different aspects of trying to protect it, from being on the lines where the fences were being drawn and various institutions rejecting having the fence there, to the surge of unaccompanied children out of desperation, to parents and children being separated from each other. I diminish no witness on this panel. Everyone deserves to be heard. But what I would like to say, since this is dealing with the question of terrorism and as well the Border Security Committee, having served on both of them, I just want to emphasize in particular that let's deal with facts. Let's deal with facts and the level, if you will, of terrorism that has come across the southern border. Yes, our very fine personnel have been able to detect those, and they should be commended for that. That is not the normal population that comes across. In addition, we have found that the people who are dying, excuse my voice, are like us, the mothers, fathers, children. And it seems that a country this big can find a way to deal with comprehensive immigration reform. That there is a pathway for people to come so that terrorists and criminals cannot come. This era in the world is the largest migration of people all over the world. I believe that we have given a mountain of resources to Customs and Border Patrol, Customs and Border Protection. I believe they have done a sizable job on fentanyl, but it keeps coming. I think we have to do things about use, addiction, and I also think we have to maintain a certain dignity. And so actions by the Lone Star effort that our state has implemented require restraint. Taking human beings and dumping them in the midst of freeze in front of the Vice President's home, I think is unacceptable. Mr. Ramirez and Ms. Is it Tambunga?
Tambunga.
I will get my staff to brief me because I don't want to delay it on your circumstances. But at the same time, I have to put on the record that kind of behavior doesn't solve the problem. The behavior of razor fence and boys does not answer your concern, but it does cause, as not by my words, by a duly hired trooper, water not being given, as well as women having miscarriages, as well as a little boy's leg being broken. So my commitment on this committee, Mr. Chairman, as I reach a close, is to always fight terrorism. I've been on this committee since the creation of it in the aftermath of 9/11. Don't want to give a lot of history, but I was here in this Capitol when that heinous act occurred. I have no qualms about fighting terrorism. At the same time, I've been in every cutting-edge reform bill that we've tried to pass to give you relief and to also separate out, as they say, the weeds from the flowers. We don't need to coddle criminals. We don't need to, in essence, block businesses. We don't need to have blockades by our state government either, and blacking up just about a year ago. What we need is a concrete look to how we take out from this country those who will do us harm, terrorists and others who may have come to perpetrate crimes, and certainly that includes the cartels. But I don't think we get anywhere by suggesting that every door must be closed to people who are fleeing and who represent what we have seen over the years of people fleeing persecution, prosecution, to come to this country and ultimately having children that will contribute great things to this nation. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the indulgence that you've given me. I won't ask any questions because